run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Let's go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New York first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And that play will go nowhere, losing
into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going. When it finally comes through the snow. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Here we go!
They run for it. Here's Powell. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz from 4 yards out. And the Giants are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes...
And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, there's 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it here. This is Antonio Andrews. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Antonio Andrews, 15 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. Solid job up front. The Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham. New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. From deep in their own territory. They look to throw. He's going to look and got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes
gone. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And he'll take this. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2. The Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Antonio Andrews. He scored on the ground and through the air. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They weren't able to complete that attempt, and that was a heck of an attempt there from the shadow of their own goal line. But that tells you how much confidence they have in their offensive line. Go ahead, dial one up. Know that they can protect the quarterback and let him fling one downfield. They didn't get it there, but they sent a message for the rest of the game.
They'll set up a throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up. Come the Giants. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Now the big man, this is Andrews. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They come out here in the eye. Now the big man, this is Andrews. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll run again here with Andrews. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with... And New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go.
On the ground, Andrews again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
8 enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go.
Now Andrews. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another.